Hello.
Hello, Stefan. There you are, and everything's perfect for me. And just a little bit back so I can see your full sign writing. We love that sign writing t-shirt here. Wow, look at that. That says Stefan.
Yes, it's a gift from the DELEGS team in Hamburg. Yes.
Oh, no kidding. What a wonderful team, and they've developed such wonderful software.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm going to start sharing the screen, and that's because Stefan's going to teach us how to use the software. And I'm going to say, start the share. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Oh, that's so good. Okay. So now, are you sure you can see it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So now I am going to ask Stefan to tell me how to use the DELEGS software. We've already registered. We've already gotten in. Registration is different in every program, and it's always going to improve. But let's imagine you're now in the program just like I am, and you want to use it. What do I do, Stefan?
So let's imagine you would see the DELEGS software for the first time, you know. That makes necessary that you are sure that you use the sign paddle dictionary of your choice. To assure that, go to New in the front line next to the house. Right. Just click on it. And it says we are going to create a new document. Underneath it says we are using the sign paddle dictionary of the ASL. And in the last line it says it is DIN A4. It's a German paper thing, you know. Not German, but international.
International paper size, yes.
Right.
A4,
right.
yes. Mm-hmm.
So this is exactly where we want to start. And you say new and let us start. Great. So let me explain what's the idea about the whole thing. You see three different lines. On top you see this rectangle with this dotted line. Yes, there. Here you will see afterwards the different signs we are looking for, okay? Underneath the cursor is already blinking and it is waiting that you type a word that is connected with a sign in the sign paddle dictionary. And for example, 1, yes, if we create a document just for demonstration purpose and we count from 1 to 6, we can show people all over the world how it functions, okay? And maybe we want to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and in order to get the next sign field, we have to click on the bar space, right?
The space bar.
Space bar, okay, fine, thank you.
Space bar for space
right.
bar. Oops, I made a mistake. So I can go back and actually type and correct it, can't I?
Yeah, that's an interesting thing. Have you seen? If you don't type exactly the correct spelling, the sign will not show up.
Yes, that's right. That's good.
And I love that because my students are in the position to really know the correct spelling, and it is a nice repetition to get stronger in spelling and vocabulary.
Yes.
Right? So now you see, you type the word and immediately the given sign shows up. But as you know, in sign paddle, we are in the good position to add several variations to every sign. And the DELEGS program makes an update every night so that we can get all these different variations as well in the DELEGS program. But we have to look for them. And in order to browse through the different options, there are two different ways. Okay? Let me tell the way one first. If you look at the signs as an American signer, what do you think about the first one? Is it okay this way?
It is in most grammar sense, yes. Most of the time, yes.
So we leave it as it is and go to the next one. Do you want it with the back to your face or a different sign?
No, I'd like the palm to face my body.
Okay, so please place the cursor on the word to, in the word field to, down there. No, down.
Oh, down here.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And place and click on it.
Okay.
So now the cursor is placed in the search word field. And now with your left index on, what did you say, option, and the right index on space, on arrow up, you can browse through the different options.
Oh, wow. Well, it could also mean Alt or Option. It depends on the keyboard you have. But
Yeah,
either
exactly.
the Alt key or the Option key,
Yeah.
and then you click on the up arrow
Right.
on your keyboard as well, and that gives you two choices there. Wow. So I'm going to choose the one with the palm facing my body.
Right. So the 3 is okay, the 4 is okay. What about the 5?
I want to change that. So I'm going to click my cursor on the word field and then use the Option or Alt key and the up arrow, and it gave me the palm facing change. Thank you very much. Perfect.
Great job. So 6 is fine this way?
Yeah, 6 is fine.
Great. So now I taught you the first way how to browse through the different variations that are already entries in the sign puddle, on the ASL sign puddle, okay?
That's excellent.
Let us assume somebody else would prefer to work with a mouse instead of with a keyboard.
Yes.
Then left to each sign, you find a little a little field with what is it, arrows or triangles, so what do you say to that?
They're arrows pointing up and down.
Right. And in the middle you see 2 different numbers.
Yes.
On the left, it is the number of this variation of the sign, and on the right is the number of how many variations are already stored.
So if I go over here, some
Right.
of them may have more of them, but they don't in this case because they're
And
numbers.
maybe just for fun or just to give an instruction, you can browse through by clicking on these arrows.
Okay, and that would give me another palm facing, and I can keep clicking on the arrow, and
Right.
that would give me the other palm facing. Excellent.
Right.
So that's 1 and 2. Yes.
So what you learn is there are 2 different ways to browse through the variations, and it is fine.
Yes. Excellent.
So once we have now written the correct signs, the numbers from 1 to 6 in ASL, underneath we have the correct spelling of the words.
Yes.
Let's assume there is a deaf child in the United States who wants to learn the numbers from 1 to 6. It shouldn't be a problem whatsoever to learn the signing, just like this. But this child has to learn the spelling of these words, you know? And therefore, we use the 3rd line. It's called free text line. Right. And please do me the favor and type the exact words again underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. You may spread them so that they are going along with the signs in the top line, you know, with the bar space, space bar, right? Yeah.
Yes, space bar, that's right.
Wonderful. Look, it looks nice, doesn't it?
Oh, it looks lovely. Absolutely.
So what we see now is, for this short demonstration, we have 3 lines with information. In the first, there is a signing. In the second, there's a search word that is connected in the dictionary to find the sign. And in the last one, there's a correct translation of the signs in the spoken language. People may wonder, why do we use it in 2 ways, the same thing? But that's not always the case, and we will explain later. From now, I would like you to learn how I use this for teaching deaf students, okay? On top, you see a menu line with a little house on the left and the guy on the right. And there is a line saying sign writing line, search word line, and free text line with the blue rectangles, right?
Yes, I see that, yes.
Yes. Can you please click on search word line?
Okay.
Right. So what you see now is the words that help us to show up the signs is hidden. We don't see it anymore. We just see the sign and the proper translation in the spoken German, in the spoken language, I'm sorry. Okay? Yes. Now do it again and click on a search word line and make it visible again, right? And hide the free text line, please. Right, great. So now you see, as a search word line, there's a sign, but no free text line. This free text line is used afterwards that the students learn to type their words once they have learned them. So what we are doing now is you delete all the words in the search word line again, what you did before, so you already wrote them, but just for showing how to work in class, we will delete it again.
Like that?
I'm sorry. Just show the search word line.
Okay.
Show the free text line.
Okay.
Place your cursor in the free text line. And delete all click and delete all the words you have already written. So, why? Now it is the job of the deaf child to say, I memorize the spelling of 1, 2, 3 or whatever vocabulary will show up in that line. In order to make it a really test, you may hide now the search word line.
Okay. So
go to search word line and say, hide, right. So now the child is in a position to see, okay, I understand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but do I know the spelling exactly? I don't know. We will check. So the miracle of this is now there's no teacher who says, oh, go on, and so on. No, the child is able to work on his own and to look for help if he needs. So once he doesn't know or has forgotten, he just, exactly, he just shows up with a search word line, can read and look at it, and then write on his own in the translation line, in the free text line, the words. So do me the favor and hide the search word line.
What did you say?
Yes.
Okay.
So and now, as a teacher, I say, please write the translation of what you see in the signwriting line. And you write 1 and 2. And just let's imagine you don't know how to write 3 or 4. Then you open the help, just showing the search word line again. You look at it and say, yes, I see, okay, F-O-U-R, and so on and so forth. And then you hide it again, right? And you write it again. And this process is going on in my classroom
all the time.
Again and again and again and again. And afterwards, all my students are so happy and proud that they can really translate what is written in signwriting without any mistake. Can you explain?
It's just wonderful. And do you have a feeling like they're learning language faster because of this?
Oh, tremendously. And it is so fascinating that it's now a process not, good that we talked about it. No, now we have learned it. We have got it. We know. We have a competence of this new vocabulary or grammar or sentences, And it is an exact test. There's no way about it that if the vocabulary is not really learned, or if the grammar is some insecurity or that I don't know, it will show up immediately because the translation line will not be typed as it should be.